Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat across from a woman, watching her smile, nod, sip her overpriced cappuccino, and yet deep inside, something feels off? You can't quite place it. Her words say one thing, but her silence, her eyes there, playing jazz in a minor key. Here's the twist. A 2021 study in personality and individual differences found that women are twice as likely as men to mask their vulnerability in the early phases of intimacy. Not lime-skied. Dress it up in sarcasm, ambition, being so busy, even flirtation. And here's the kicker. What they're hiding isn't their strength, it's their softness. Because that softness, those little fragile places, are where the real power hides. But only for the man sharp enough to notice. You want to be that man. Good, but you won't find it in locker room advice or feel-good pop site quotes. You'll need something deeper, sharper, like a scalpel, not a sword. So let's dive in. Sin 1. She competes with you but not to win. You're on the couch, tossing trivia like popcorn. She fires back answers, mocks your guesses, calls you out when you're bluffing. She's witty, sharp, and yes, competitive. But this isn't about trivia. When a woman truly loves you, she spars not to dominate, but to connect. It's her love language. Most men misread this as a challenge to their ego. But what she's really saying is, I trust you enough to play. Because real intimacy doesn't mean constant peace. It's healthy tension. A push-pull of thoughts, of energy. If she throws playful punches made of sarcasm and banter, and smiles when you throw one back, that's love wearing a disguise. But here's the curveball: get defensive, and she'll retreat. Not because she's mean, but because she's gauging your stability. Can you take the heat without falling apart? She's not here to break you down. She wants to know if your confidence is real. She's not searching for someone who folds under pressure. She's craving a man who likes the friction, who can hold his ground with humor and grace. So next time she picks a playful fight, lean in. Let the sparks fly, because every mock argument hides the real question. Can I be my full self with you, ... and will you stay? Sign 2, she notices what you don't say. You're sipping awful coffee, scrolling your phone, pretending everything's fine. She's buttering toast, not talking much. Then suddenly, you seemed off after your brother texted, "Everything okay?" You didn't even mention your brother. This is one of those hidden weaknesses that isn't weakness at all. It's her radar. When she loves, it sharpens like a blade. She notices the pause in your tone, the silence between your words, the wrinkle between your brows. But here's what most men miss. She doesn't always ask. Sometimes she'll just go quiet, ask strange, indirect questions. And if she truly loves you, your silence drives her nuts. Because to her, you're not being stoic, you're hurting, and she can feel it. She's not trying to intrude. She wants to help carry the weight. Open up even just a bit, and she won't see weakness. She'll see trust. She's not asking for a full emotional dump, just for access to that locked room inside you. And once she's in, she guard it like a fortress. Ignore her efforts, and she stopped asking, not because she stopped caring, but because she learned you'd rather go alone. Sign 3. She gets quiet when it matters most. You ask what she wants from this, from you, and suddenly, she doesn't have a quick answer. She looks away, mumbles something vague, changes the subject. She's not unsure, she's scared. Because when a woman really loves you, not infatuation, not desire, but deep, soft love, she doesn't shout it. She whispers. she trembles. She overthinks her texts, rehearses her words, acts cool while her heart is on fire. It's the opposite of what movies taught you. If she's gushing from day one, that's fantasy. If she hesitates, gets careful, stumbles through her feelings, that's real. That's the truth peeking out. Why? Because for her, love isn't safe. It's been used against her, mocked, ghosted, left unread. So when it returns, it tiptoes. When she opens up, she's not asking for you to fix or define it. She's just asking you to hold it, gently, without jokes, without trying to make it all okay. And in that silence, she's telling you everything. Sign 4, she asks small, silly questions. Red or blue, tea or coffee, ever cried at a movie? Do you like thunderstorms? You think, what's the point? Everything is the point. When a woman loves, she becomes an artist. She collects colors, your preferences, your quirks, and paints a picture of the future, stroke by stroke. She's not trying to control you. She's trying to know you fully. Even the weird, mundane stuff. She remembers your sandwich order, notices when you switch cologne, lights a candle that smells like your car. To you, it's nothing. To her, it's connection. So if you want to, love her back. Don't just answer. Ask your own questions. Sign 5. She gets jealous of things you don't expect. A woman at work brushes your arm, you don't notice, but she does, and later, she's quiet, not mad, not jealous in the cliché sense, just ... off. She's not being dramatic. She's not insecure. What she fears isn't competition, it's loss. The idea that someone else might recognize what she sees in you before she's had a chance to say what it means. And sometimes, her jealousy isn't about people. It's about your job, your dreams, your silence, your distance. Anything that takes you further from her. It's subtle, almost invisible. But it's there, in the pause, in the hesitation when she says it's fine. What she really means is, this matters. So what do? You notice, you name it, you make it safe to feel. Because if you wait too long, that quiet jealousy turns to quiet distance. And then it's not a question of who she loses you to, it's when